welcome to Maryville Moments. I am your host Casey. Today I am excited to welcome world-renowned nursing theorist Dr. Madeline Leininger.
Thank you, Casey. I am honored to be here.
Thank you for taking the time to come in for this interview today.
You are most welcome.
Let's get right to it then. Tell me, Dr. Leininger, why did you decide to become a nurse?
I developed an interest in nursing after watching my aunt suffer from a congenital heart problem.
When did you begin your nursing career?
After graduating high school, I entered the Cadet Nurse Corps in World War II. This program helped train me as a nurse to care for patients during the war, which is where I was awarded my nursing diploma from St. Anthony's Hospital of Nursing in 1948.
Did you further your nursing education from there?
As a matter of fact, yes, I did.
Where did you complete the rest of your nursing education?
I completed my undergraduate degree from Benedictine College and Creighton University. I then earned my master's degree from Catholic University of America in 1954. Finally, I earned my PhD in 1966 from the University of Washington.
What are your greatest contributions to nursing?
I published approximately 35 books and wrote nearly 3,000 articles and gave more than 5,000 presentations and public lectures throughout the United States and abroad, in addition to contributing to numerous books and videos.
Can you name some of the books that you published?
I wrote the first book on transcultural nursing, which is called Transcultural Nursing: Concepts, Theories, and Practices. Next is Qualitative Research Methods in Nursing, which was the first published qualitative research methods book in nursing. Moreover, in 1989, I founded the Journal of Transcultural Nursing, which was the first transcultural nursing journal in the world.
What would you consider your profession within nursing to be?
I am a nursing theorist as well as a professor in nursing.
When did you develop the transcultural nursing theory?
I began developing the transcultural nursing theory in 1955 to help introduce the broader concept of transcultural healthcare. It happened when I was employed as a psychiatric nurse specialist caring for children from diverse ethnic backgrounds.
So your theory of transcultural nursing is about providing culturally sensitive care. Can you tell us more about that?
The goal of the theory of transcultural nursing is to provide meaningful and effective care to people, according to their cultural values and how they interpret their illness. Nurses provide supportive interventions that are fitting to the client's beliefs. This enables the nurse and patient to form a trusting relationship in which the patient will be open to the nurse and more likely to accept her help and teaching.
Could you expand on that a little and explain the reasoning behind why you developed your theory?
Before my work, there were no theories that focused solely on care and culture in the nursing environments. It is important that nurses and other healthcare professionals understand how to care for someone of a different culture. I felt that it was imperative that I create a new knowledge that was culturally based to support this transcultural nursing care that we needed. I observed the need for transcultural nursing knowledge. There were 10 different observations in which I found the need for change in nursing. First, there were global migrations and interaction around the globe through modern methods of communication. Second, nurses faced cultural conflicts when taking care of a diverse population. Third, clients feared and resisted treatment from health professionals when they were using new modes of treatment that contradicted their cultural beliefs. Fourth, clients became upset with the healthcare provider who was not culturally sensitive. Fifth, clients were wrongly diagnosed and treatments were incorrect due to healthcare professionals' lack of cultural awareness. Sixth, on the other side of the coin, the healthcare team can be uncomfortable when taking care of patients with a culture that is unfamiliar to them. Seventh, the client's recovery was in jeopardy because they felt that they were not getting the care they needed due to cultural differences while being treated in a clinical setting. Eighth, there were many signs of intercultural conflicts that created an environment not conducive to healing. Ninth, there were only a handful of healthcare professionals taking care of a diverse community. Last, many nurses migrated to different parts of the world, so they needed to know their patient's culture to provide them with appropriate care. As you can see, there was a very real need for my transcultural care theory.
What are the major premises in transcultural nursing?
One is diversities and commonalities. This principle was involved in finding solutions, but once we find what universal among cultures is, it would create a positive change in treatment as well as healthcare systems in general. Second, Worldview and social structure factors. This principle means it is a holistic approach wherein the healthcare provider studies her client's past, and nurse will put herself in somebody's shoes to understand them. That will lead to gaining new insight or knowledge. Also, professional and generic care. Nurses should identify the gap between the professional care and generic care because it significantly impacts the patient's healing process.
What is the goal of said theory?
The ultimate purpose of the method is to provide culturally congruent care linked to cultural views and beliefs of individuals under treatment and the society in general.
I've read the terms, emic and epic in your articles. Can you explain these terms, please?
Emic refers to an insider's views and knowledge of the culture. Epic means the outsider's viewpoints of the culture and reflects more on the professional angles of nursing.
How did you feel when you were caring for those children from diverse ethnic backgrounds?
I experienced culture shock, and I felt helpless to assist children who so clearly expressed different cultural patterns, and the ways they wanted care.
How did you begin developing the theory to incorporate concepts of caring and culture?
After my experience on the psychiatric ward, I went on to pursue my doctoral degree in anthropology in 1966 at the University of Washington, which helped lead me to the concept of culture care becoming the basis of my nursing theory, which directed toward provision of culturally sensitive care.
When did you teach your first transcultural class?
I taught my first transcultural nursing class the same year one received my PhD from University of Washington. I went on to the University of Colorado in 1966 to teach my first class in transcultural nursing. I began teaching anthropology to nurses but soon realized that transcultural nursing needed to be a discipline of its own.
What publications have you contributed to nursing?
In 1970 I published Nursing and Anthropology, Two Worlds to Blend. In 1978 Transcultural Nursing, Concepts, Theories, and Practices. 1981 Caring, An Essential Human Need, 1990 Ethical and Moral Dimensions of Care, and in 1991, Culture Care Diversity and Universality, A Theory of Nursing, was published.
Since you formulated the theory, have you made a revision to your model?
Yes, in 2011, I added the idea of collaborative care. Collaborative care approaches those values, meanings, expressions, and actions by informants that reveal a desire and a plan to work with others to identify, attain, and maintain health and well-being and to resolve conflicts.
What is the current status of the theory?
In the United States and other parts of the world, they continually enhance this idea to benefit their clients. Different disciplines such as medicine, dentistry, and pharmacy have well accepted this idea.
What are the implications of using transcultural nursing theory?
Incorporating culture-specific care into client care is essential to the practice of professional attention and licensure as registered nurses. Culture-specific care is the safe means to ensure culturally based holistic care that fits the client's culture, a major struggle that healthcare teams must deal with every day.
What are your expectations for transcultural nursing in the future?
I predict nursing will become more transcultural, which will necessitate major changes in both education and practice.
What changes do you expect to take place within education and practice?
Nurses who are formally prepared in transcultural nursing will need to teach, plan and develop sound programs and experiences for faculty and students. Nurses need to be trained on how to interact with people who come from many different backgrounds. These people will not only speak different languages but act differently and have different care needs addressed. Those who are educated in transcultural nursing will understand the multiple holistic, social structure and environmental factors influencing care, health, dying, disabilities, and other human conditions related to both poor and affluent cultures, which in turn will lead to a higher quality of nursing care, and quality of life of the patient.
How does your theory differ from other nursing theories?
Each theory has a unique purpose. My theory focuses on providing a holistic, culturally congruent approach. This method shows cultures that we, as nurses, are interested in their beliefs and that we will be sensitive to their background and principles.
As a nurse, what is important for me to consider when providing culturally congruent care?
Some of the highlights to help the nurse assess her patient's cultural background are appearance, dress, characteristics for his gender, food and drink, and how he communicates.
Dr. Leininger, I want to thank you again for allowing me to interview you today. This has been so informative.
Thank you for having me on today, Casey. I have thoroughly enjoyed it.
Thank you for tuning into Maryville Moments. We look forward to coming to you next time live from Maryville University campus.